my trip to Houston did not go as planned. I got all the way up there. I did get lost a few times and had to turn around. I got all the way up there, and then me and Brandon got into a fight, and then it turns out that he didn't even have time to do anything after he got out of his training. So it was pretty pointless for us to even be there. And well, like, if we stayed, it would have just been me and Gavin doing everything and not Brandon. So that was not what I wanted. So I got pissed off, and plus the room was like really hot, and I think Brandon thought that it was just me because I keep the house really cold at home, but it was just fucking hot. So he called somebody as I was getting my shit ready to go, and they're like, yeah, it's broken, I can't fix it until the morning. And so he said he'd be fine, but if I had been staying, then we would have changed rooms. But anyway, I got directions back home off MapQuest, and I drove my happy ass back home at 1:30 in the morning, and we got home at like 5 in the morning. I was so tired. So after all that, we were up really late, you know. I mean, even though we were tired, well, Gav had slept most of the way home because he wouldn't shut up, and he wanted to come home too. And so he was all whining the whole entire time about wanting to come home. He was trying to go out the door and stuff. So I was like, you know what, you want to come home, so shut up, and we're going home. And he wouldn't. So I was like, you better shut up, or I'm going to pull over and I'm going to beat the hell out of you. And so I told him just to go ahead and go to sleep because we wouldn't be home till morning anyways. Well, he apparently listened one time in his life. He went to sleep. So when we got home, he wasn't like passed out or anything. So anyways, we went to bed, and then I woke up later and he was playing with his Elmo, which he hasn't played with in a really long time, so I don't know why he decided to play with it then. Okay, so I told him to hush and be quiet and stop, and he wouldn't stop. Well, I was too tired, and I had also taken my Ambien, so I didn't have the strength to even, you know, get onto him really, like, enforce anything. So I just closed my bedroom door. Well, then the next thing I wake up to was Gavin was like, Daddy, Daddy, and I heard keys jingling. So I'm like, why is Brandon home? So I start yelling for Brandon. I'm like, Brandon, Brandon. I yelled for him like really loud 2 or 3 times, and he didn't ever come. So finally I got off my lazy ass and I went in there. Okay, I had to check to make sure it was recording. So anyway, my hand's tired. So anyway, I went in there, and he had let 2 Jehovah's Witnesses into the house. And I was standing there like screaming, ranting and raving in my underwear and t-shirt. Yeah, I didn't even look at the dudes. I saw one was like looking down, like trying to avert his eyes from looking at my panties. They probably haven't ever seen panties. I don't know. Anyways, so that happened, and okay, like they walked outside apparently. I was so out of it. It was like this drunken dream type